fam, it's your girl AP, and I wanted to show you all real quick the breakdown of my last check regarding my cash envelopes. And here I have a few of my sinking funds. Now, first of all, before I even came up with this, of course I had to pay all of my fixed expenses, like my cable. Well, I don't have cable, I meant my internet, gas, electric, my alarm system, my cell phone. All of that has already been paid through my account. But what I like to do, because I am one who loves to touch money, I always do cash envelopes. Now, I've said in a previous video that I will be doing sinking funds. My son's saving toward my son's car will not be in this pile here. I will just transfer that money, because that will be a large amount of money. I will transfer that money to my online savings account. But these are a few of my sinking funds. If you haven't seen the sinking funds that I will be presenting to you, I did do a video and I'll link it up in the corner here. But before you begin to figure out how much you even want to put in your cash envelopes, you need to know what your income is, what your expenses is, and basically how much you can even put in your cash envelopes, because each cash envelope for me, the amount is kind of not the same, and it also depends on what I have going on at that particular time. But let's jump right into the video. So I'm going to spread out, I'm going to move the sinking funds. And I have the same categories that I use every time I get paid. I have my miscellaneous, I have my eating out, and then I have the household, my groceries, and personal. Now, everyone's situation is different. Everyone's household is different depending on how many people you have in your home, where you live. It's a lot of different factors. But for me, these numbers that I'm going to show you, they work for me and my family. And I've been doing it for months now. So I may or may not, increase or decrease depending on like what I have going on. But for the most part, these numbers are kind of the same. And the ATM, they give out $20 bills. So this video, you'll see a whole bunch of $20 bills, because I don't really vary too far off from the $20 bill. And so you'll see those. And last year I did do the cash rollover challenge. I will not be doing that this year, because the simple fact that everything is going sky high, and as opposed to saving that, I'll just roll over any money that I have left over until the next cash envelope or the next paycheck, so I can use that as well. But my groceries, like I was saying earlier, I have a set amount. I do $440 a month for groceries, and each paycheck I do $220. So that is what you are seeing right here, is $220. And then the household, I'm doing $40 for household. Household could mean paper towels, it could mean toilet paper, soap, hand soap, anything of that nature. Garbage bags, that's what the category of household is for me. Eating out, because some days Mama Bear is just tired and I don't want to cook. I do try to cook every single day, but some days I'm going to pick up a pizza. I'm just flat out going to pick up a pizza. So this will help to, set off costs with that. This is $100 into my next paycheck. Now my personal is like when they go get their haircuts or anything of like personal items that I may use. Now, you may be wondering, when Adrian, when you go to the store, do you like literally use different categories for different things? Yes, I do. I go to the self-checkout, and I have everything in my cart organized so that things are the way that I need them to be in order to pay for them. I even may separate what I'm doing in that day, so that I'm not holding up like people or taking too much time to do this, because the grocery one can take a lot of time to ring up groceries. So I usually try to do groceries by themselves. But if it's like household or personal, I may do those together. I'll just separate the transactions and I'll have different receipts. And because remember, I also do fetch rewards, so to gain points toward gift cards. So I like to have different receipts to get that, and I've gained a lot of different things. I use it for either groceries or Amazon purchases. And then miscellaneous, this is my cash buffer. I'm putting $100 into the envelope for miscellaneous. Now my miscellaneous, if I ever run out of any of these envelopes here, I can always go back to my miscellaneous and take some money from here. For me, it's just wise to have a backup because you just never know, you may spend your money. Things happen, weeks, every day is different. And so I rather, you know, use this as a mini emergency fund in terms of cash, as opposed to whipping out a credit card. So I always have backups for backups for backups. That's just how I roll. Now, in addition to the cash envelopes, I do want to point out that I also have a buffer in my checking account. Some places do not take cash for whatever reason, and so you do need to be prepared for that. So when I go out, I always have cash, I always have my debit card, and I do take my credit card with me because you just never know. Now, I'm not whipping out a credit card for anything because I have, you know, cash and money in my checking account. But like I said, you just need to be prepared for anything. So I always have those three things on me at all times: cash, my debit card, and my credit card. All right, so let me move this out of the way. And then let's talk about some sinking funds. Now, I did a video on sinking funds. I will link that in the corner up here if you're interested to see that. But sinking funds have really changed the game for me. They have changed my entire life. And I believe if you implement sinking funds into your life, you will become so more at peace. You will feel more at ease because you're not stressed about how you're going to pay for something, because you've already budgeted into your budget, and so that you have the money going forward. Now, for example, I just had to pay for new brakes and rotors and just all of that. And so I have a car maintenance envelope in which I will show you. So that wiped out what I had in the car maintenance envelope, and then I had to also tap into a little bit of my $1,000 emergency fund. But the good thing is that I had it, and so that I was prepared. And so that's what I want you to, I'm trying to encourage you to be, is to be prepared. So you're not stressed out when you get a $500, $600 bill because you need new brakes. Okay, so things that I save for. Now, there are two sinking funds that I am saving for, but I didn't put any money toward it this pay period. So I am saving for back to school. My boys are, as you've seen in videos, they're super tall. They're growing, they're eating, and they need clothes for the new school year every year. And so I save for back to school so that I'm not stressed out when back to school happens. I already have the money available. So I'm putting $40 toward their back to school, and I already have some money in here. How? Look at me, I'm being a good mom. So I have $40 already in here. So I need to get an index card. That's how I keep track of everything. So after the video, I'll put an index card in here, and then it will have that I have $80 in here. I usually have a goal of $800, $400 per child, because their clothes just cost a lot of money. And thankfully, my older son, he does shop at the Goodwill, a thrift store, so that can cut down expenses too, because he's really good at coordinating things. But here is the back to school envelope there, and then my home repair. You know, this year I had to pay so much money in home repairs. It was just like, oh, this little envelope was just on fire. I don't even want to, you know, talk about that one. But anyway, if you're a homeowner, have a home repair envelope, because things just break down. Things just don't work at times. So you always want to be prepared so you're not stressed out. So I'm going to put $40 in here, and you can see I already have a little bit of money saved. I think it's only 100. This one does have an index card, and let's see here. Yeah, I just have $100 left, so I'm going to add 40 to this envelope here. I don't have an end goal to my home repair envelope. I just want to save. Like some sinking funds do have end goals amounts and some don't. You just want to keep, you know, adding to it, and home repairs for me is one of them. Now Miss Bella doesn't have an end goal amount as well. I don't have pet insurance, so I like to pay cash for anything that she has going on. She recently had to go to the vet, which I did a video on, because she needed new heartworm pills, heartworm tests, her rabies, all this stuff, and it cost $122. So I was able to pay for that. I didn't have to use credit or anything. So I'm gonna put $40 in her envelope, and I did just add a index card, so I have to write the amount there. But she also goes to the groomers, so I take the cash out of the envelope to pay for those appointments. And then medical, I do have health insurance, but you know, when you go to the doctors, oftentimes there are co-pays that you have to pay for. And so my co-pay is $40 just to see my physician, and they don't take cash per se. So what I do, I use my checking account buffer, I pay for that, then I'll go into the ATM and just simply deposit the money back into my account so everything balances out. And I just recently went to the doctor to get some blood work done, and so I don't have any money in here, so I'm adding this here. So this will be starting off a new envelope here as we go into the new year. So here's $40 for that. And then lastly for this video is my car maintenance. Like I just said, I wiped out this envelope, so I'm starting afresh, and I am putting $40 into this envelope to start me off going into the new year. This one also does not have a end amount. Every time I get paid, I will just put probably like $40 in it at a time. I'm not anticipating anything major going on currently because I just paid for a lot of different things. You know, I just had an oil change as well. The tires are rotated. So I'm looking pretty good regarding the car maintenance. So $40 per paycheck. Of course, I get paid twice a month. So that'll be $80 a month. Will help build that up. But here are a few of my sinking funds here. I hope that you incorporate sinking funds into your life, into your pay as well, so you're not stressed out when things happen, because we all know things are going to happen. If you are currently using cash envelopes or sinking funds, please let me know in the comments section. I would love to hear how you're doing your cash envelopes, or what sinking funds you have going into 2022. Stay tuned, because before the end of the year, I will talk about my money challenges and my investments and how I'm doing with that. So you do want to stay tuned for that video. But that wraps it up for this video. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that you enjoyed this channel. If you have, please hit the like button. And if you have not already subscribed, I would encourage you to do that. I post videos weekly. I may be taking a little break off in January, but I'll be back, no worries. And if you feel like this video can encourage someone else with their money, share this video as well, and I will see you guys in the next video. Y'all take care.